Thanks for joining me. Today's practice is going to be a low back strengthening practice. Very short, maybe about 5 or 6 different exercises to build that strength, but then also to stretch a little bit. This is a great combination practice with the one that I'll have linked at the end for a low back stretch. So you're going to need a bolster, a pillow, maybe a block if you'd rather have that, but definitely have maybe a pillow or a blanket or a bolster for underneath your back in case you want to go a little bit deeper in a couple of these poses. So we're going to start, best place ever, on our backs. So go ahead and lay down. Have your blanket or bolster nearby. So we're going to just start nice and easy with some pelvic tilts. So as you're reclining down, you're going to lengthen your tailbone down. As you lengthen that tailbone down, you're going to create that little arch so you can maybe slide your hand underneath your back. And then on your exhales, you're going to draw that tailbone up as your low back presses into the floor. So continue that motion as you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, draw that tailbone up. Squeeze the glutes, kind of. So a little bit of strength there. Find your end range of motion. So really go till you feel a little bit of resistance and continue to breathe. Just nice and easy. We have 6 more rounds here, so just nice and easy, no rush. Notice how your back is feeling. Check in here. This is a great place to check in to see how the back's feeling, especially across that low back to the sacrum area. 2 more times here. I am keeping track. Good, 1 more round. And then pause there. Just notice. Check in, see how it's feeling. If you're feeling a little tender, if it's too much today, stick with the first options I give. If you come back to this time and time again, this video, go with the options I'm going to give you to find a little bit more strength. So the next one we're going to do is a bolster hold. This bolster is going to go over our head. So I'm going to use my blanket. I folded it into a couple times. And you're going to take that blanket or bolster, whatever, your pillow, can even be an imaginary one, right? Reach those hands up. You're going to lengthen your tailbone down so that flattens your low back. And then as you inhale, take the arms overhead. And as you exhale, draw them back up. So keeping that low back down toward the ground this time. So creating a little bit more core strength on the front side of the body. Continue to breathe. If you're feeling like maybe this is a little too easy, maybe you take the legs straight, but again, don't let that back arch press it down. So you're going to squeeze the glutes, make the legs active. Every time you exhale, press that low back down to the floor, just nice and easy. We have another 5 rounds here. I might have lost count, but 5's good. 4, nice and slow. 3, keep pressing that low back down. Don't forget to breathe. 2, last one. Back up to center. Bend the knees if they're straight, and then allow that bolster to come down. And just pause again. Place that off to the side. Check in. Notice how you're feeling. So we're going to do some leg lifts and lowers. We're going to do these 10 times. So we're going to do the first 5 without anything under our back. So we're going to go nice and easy, lowering down. If you have some issues with your low back, like you can't straighten your leg all the way, then keep your knees bent. So you're going to go tap and tap. If that finds it's okay, maybe 2 legs, right? So give these a feel now before we get into our reps. And then if you're okay, legs straight. Again, as you exhale, lengthening down, so pulling that low back to the floor so there's no arch. And if you can lower easily, but on the way back up, it feels like it's going to hurt your back, bend your knees to your chest, straighten the legs again. Option here too is if you are a little bit more into the strength and your low back's feeling good, slide that bolster into your low back so you can press your low back into that blanket. So pick your option. I'm going to start off and go one by one with each of those. We'll work our way up to 10. So I'm going to start with knees bent. Take an inhale. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale. Exhale, pressing low back down. Inhale. Exhale, both maybe. Inhale. Maybe legs straight. Exhale. Good. Inhale, come back up. Maybe if that's too much, I'm going to adjust myself on my bolster. Exhale, lower, and then bend the knees in. Take them back up and lower. So that's 4. Maybe legs straight and lower the whole time. That's 5. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up, press that low back down. Good, 3 more. 2 more. Front core is very essential. That strength there for that low back. 2. And 1 more. Don't forget to breathe. And done. Good. Hug those knees in if you're on the bolster. Go ahead and release yourself off. Pause there. Maybe take the legs long and just notice how it feels into the back, into the core. So again, a big muscle that pulls in the low back, sometimes it needs a little bit of stretch, maybe a little bit of strength, is that big psoas muscle. That big muscle that goes across the hip but attaches near the low back. So we're going to get into that muscle. We're going to start off with regular windshield wipers. So take your knees, bring them to the sky, bring your feet at least the distance of your mat apart, if not wider. And then as you inhale, drop both knees over to the left. Stay there to exhale. Inhale, draws the knees back up. Exhale, over to the right. Continue that motion. Your inhale's up. Exhale's over. This is our second round for these two. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Squeeze the glute on that lifted hip. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3 rounds. Good. We have 2 more rounds here, and then we're going to add on if it's appropriate. And again, if you've gone through this before and you feel like you could go the little deeper one, you can do that always at the beginning, last round on each side. Or this is always a great stretch for me. Good. Bring both knees back up. And then you're going to take your right ankle over your left knee, and we're going to go just to the left. No, sorry, just to the left. Right, we're going to do that 5 times, and then we're going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, so this gets a little bit deeper in the hip. 4, and 5. Good, bring that back up. Place the right foot down, take the left ankle on top, and then over to the right as you inhale, drop it down. Exhale, draw that low belly down as you bring back up. 2, exhale. Good, inhale as you lower. Exhale as you come up. Because even though you're doing repetitive motions, it's good to find that breath connection. Feeling into the body, there's no rush. Last one, and back up. Good, keep that left ankle over the right knee. Take that right leg wide. Right, so we're going to do windshield wipers, but now your leg is going to be on top. If this bothers your knee, go back to regular windshield wipers. Inhale, draws it down. Exhale, back up. So now you're going to get a little bit deeper into that bottom hip, as well as that outer top hip. So as you drop down, you're exhaling, press the foot into that top knee. Good, you have 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, switch sides. So take that right ankle over the left knee, spread that left foot wide, and then inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Good, continue on. Inhale, just feeling a little stretch in the hip. Exhale, but also working this repetition of movement. 2 more. So that you can build a little strength and mobility in those hips as well. And down. Back up. Good. Release that down. Pause there for a moment. Just notice how you feel. So building that strength through the core, the hips. Now we're going to go into our low back and build some strength. So Superman, locust, whatever is going to feel best to you. We're going to go through different progressions. Again, working that low back. So roll over onto your belly. And if you need like something underneath your hips, because it just feels better to have a little something under your hips, do that. But place it right into that midsection between your hip bone and your ribs. And then lay all the way down. So you can do these in little sections. So we're gonna just practice the little sections and then we're gonna add everything together. So forehead's down, arms reach back, round through the toes. Press into the hands, inhale, roll the shoulders back. Hold there as you exhale. Gonna take another inhale. Exhale, shoulders down, top of the head down. So forehead drops down, press into those hands, inhale, lift the legs. Good, stay for an inhale. Exhale. Good, keep pressing into the hands, take another inhale. And exhale, lower. Good, adding both of those in. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, press with the hands, exhale, hover the feet. Good, so a little bit of locust, a little modified locust, Shalabhasana. Another inhale. Exhale, lower. Good, adding into full locust. So as you inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, hover feet. Exhale, hover hands. Good, neck is long. Reach through the toes. Take another inhale. And exhale, lower. Good, so just kind of feel how that feels in your back. If you're doing okay, we're going to add on a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to hold in whatever locust pose felt best for you. So we're going to do a little Superman to locust. Locust to Superman, 5 times only. So we're going to inhale to exhale, that's 1 breath. Ready? Press down. Good, as you inhale, roll it back. Find your position, exhale there. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, back to locust. Inhale, forward. Exhale, locust, lift. Inhale, forward, keep reaching toes. Exhale, that's 3, you got 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good, last one, inhale. Exhale, hold, take another inhale. And exhale, release it down. Relax everything. Oh, give a couple deep breaths. Then press yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Take those knees wide, go slowly into child's pose. Walking yourself back, dropping the head, relaxing the shoulders, just stretching out through that low back. All that we've worked there. So this is a great practice to go into. A daily practice would be good. Practicing these things if your low back's bothering you. Be mindful if you're doing other strengthening exercises for your low back, that if you do these on the same day as that, it might aggravate it, might be a little too much. But maybe as time goes on, you get stronger and stronger, and you're ready to progress into a different series. If you'd like to go into a deeper stretch, check out the link here to this next video, which will give you a low back stretch. Enjoy. One last little pose here, roll onto your back, just to kind of check in, end here. Roll it down. Draw your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. Take a couple deep breaths. And then if it's okay for your back, find a little happy baby, hands to the inside of those feet or ankles, and draw the knees down. Rock a little bit from side to side. Just massaging into that little psoas muscle, those low back muscles near the spine. Big inhale here. Sigh it out. Release the feet down. Lengthen the legs out. Let those palms turn up and just kind of check in here. Scan in with the core. Notice the muscles that you've used. Check in with the legs, the hips. Check in with that low back. Stay here as long as you need. Allowing yourself to just be here with your body for a few more moments, just making that mind-body connection. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video. Thanks for being here. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies, and wear some sunblock. Namaste.